Hello and welcome, friends. I hope you're ready to fight.
Yeah, I mean, everybody should be ready. It's been 3 weeks,
Well,
I guess, since we did
something
this.
like that. We
Yeah,
had a lot going on.
yeah, busy people. Busy,
Busy
busy
people
bees.
indeed. But how are you, bestie?
Just fine. Just, you know, I like it's mid-July, so it's like the middle of the summer, but I've been getting depressed because I realize it's technically more than halfway through the summer,
You
like
do
the
hate to see it.
schedule goes. Because like the end of June is sort of the halfway point. And I'm like, oh my God, it's coming. So
Ugh.
depressed about that.
Godspeed.
Yeah. So there's that. How about you?
Um, I'm great.
Cool.
Sorry, but yeah, I'm kind of vibing.
Nice.
I saw Ghost, which is going to play a significant part in my worsening, and
I would assume.
other than that, I've just been chilling.
Cool. Yeah, I've been jam packing the last bit of my summer just to squeeze as much summer out of the summer
As you
as
should.
possible. So I've started to really overschedule myself for the next, month and a half, but
We've all been there.
that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of that.
I think I have some interesting questions for us tonight, at least, in my own humble opinion, seeing as I'm technically the one who picked them.
Sure.
But if we would like to get right into it, I came across this. No, that's not my phone password. Jesus. Nope.
You're an imposter.
I am an imposter. Okay. So one of the first things I have is something that came up organically in my Tumblr feed, and it's a screenshot of a Reddit post. But the question no, open the link, please. But the question reads thusly: can I advertise my house as being, quote, made with real cheese if I mixed a tablespoon of Parmesan into the cement for the foundation? Or does it have to be a certain percentage before I can say that? Discuss.
I think you can say made with real cheese, but I think you have to specify the percentage.
It would be a very. No. Oh.
The loop.
StreamYard, I hate you. Why? Every time I do it, I wonder why anyone would want that to be the default.
I don't know.
Anyway, it would be a very small percentage.
Yeah, but like it's technically true. So if you do have cheese in the building materials somewhere, that is true. But it's misleading if you don't then specify like it's 0.000, whatever percent.
Whatever percent. Because I think you can. I definitely think you can say that your house is in fact made with real cheese.
Yeah. No, again, it's factually accurate and it's fun. Um, I'm just trying to imagine whether it's a selling point. Like if you're trying to sell your house.
I can't say that it wouldn't be a selling point for me.
Interesting. I feel like I'd be afraid somehow. Well, it's such a small percentage. It's not going to start smelling weird.
Yeah. I wonder what percentage of Parmesan would start fucking with the foundation. Like, because I know that you can put, like, I know that you can put sugar into, sugar into, thousands and thousands of pounds of concrete mix, and it'll ruin it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we need an expert.
We do need an expert. Unfortunately, I can't think of anybody on hand.
I can't think of a single person who would know the answer to that.
Which is rather tragic.
And you know what? I don't imagine there's a lot of people who could readily answer that because I don't imagine it's a thing that people have thought about,
No, and I'm assuming this is why it was posted to r/no stupid questions.
Because they know people there wouldn't make fun of them?
Yeah. And also just, if you're going to post it anywhere, I feel like that's the place.
I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, because I
Sorry, I keep thinking your shirt says Nerve, as in, Evangelion.
It does.
Oh shit! Since when did you have an Evangelion shirt?
I don't know, like test type.
Love it.
Yeah. um. Yeah, I mean, I assume there are certain substances that they have specifically tested, mixing in for whatever reason. Like, why would they know that the sugar interferes with?
I'm pretty sure it's because that's how. Hold on. I remember hearing this like just randomly on some like fun fact page, and I don't know if it's true or not. It was like French people would protest the building of like prisons in whatever century by chucking sugar into the like concrete mix and ruining it. Hold on. French protest sugar concrete. Concrete. Okay. Why is the first thing that pops up on Google a post from r/Minecraft suggestions?
Because it knows what the people want.
It does know what the people want. Sabotage operation undertaken against different companies involved in the construction of new prisons at the end of April 1989. Okay, cool. So that did in fact happen.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a fun little tip for you if you want to protest something being built.
So it wasn't like a construction worker sitting on one of those high up beams, like eating his lunch, which is just a bowl of sugar with a spoon and accidentally drops it and it falls in the cement mixer. And they're like, Jerry!
Oh, no.
That was the scenario.
But back to houses being made with real cheese.
Yeah.
I do absolutely think you can say that your house is made with real cheese.
If it is.
If it is.
Which it would be.
I don't know if specifying the percentage really changes anything for me. Because again, it's not a selling point.
Oh, it definitely changes it for me, because if I hear my house is made with cheese, I'm imagining that they've somehow figured out a technique to like petrify slabs of cheese and like build with those. Like,
Okay.
that's where my thought goes.
Interesting.
And so it would be a much higher percentage than just putting some Parmesan in the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm imagining a house built with cheese. So if you say made from milk, made with real cheese, and if it's like or whatever, you'd be like, oh, so you just wanted to say it was made with cheese, but it's not like really made with cheese.
Mm-hmm.
If you were like, this house is 30% cheese, I'd be like, holy shit, show me that house right now.
I'd be very impressed. Actually, this kind of leads me into another question. What other odd things would be a selling point for a house for you, if you can think of any? Or just things in general. We can just talk about what kind of houses we want. This is our show. We make the rules.
It's true. My one thing is I want like a sunroom. Like,
I love a good
like
sunroom.
All windows.
Mm-hmm. Or so like a screened in porch. Mwah.
Oh no, I want one that I can be in like all 4 seasons and just soak up whatever sun there is. Since I don't like to go outdoors, that's as close as I get. That's my one requirement.
That does sound absolutely delightful. I have several requirements at this point. I really want a balcony. And every time I see like houses that have balconies and I never see people on them, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you wasting this?
It, yeah.
Wasting it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that big of a yard because I hate mowing.
Yeah, I don't really care to have a big enough yard. Although I would like to have like a patio or something.
That's the thing. I want some outdoor space, but not like a big yard because that's too much.
Like the size of the yard, and this is like only for people who have been to your previous apartment, but like the size of your backyard at the house you were at.
That was pretty good. Almost a little much because I had to mow it and I didn't like that. I fucking hate mowing lawns, man.
A good size.
Like it's a good size, but
keep in mind, I would put a patio over part of it. With like a fire.
That would be really nice. I love a good fire pit. Actually, see, this is sending me in so many different directions. Have we talked about whether or not you should light marshmallows on fire?
We might have. I feel like that has maybe not necessarily on the pod, but like we have roasted marshmallows together.
Yes,
So
we have.
come up in conversation.
I do forget though. Are you pro or anti burning them?
Oh, anti.
Fascinating. I'm kind of pro.
See, here's the thing. You got to keep in mind, we each have a pattern. I like things very like much on the softer side, like less toasted, less crunchy, but you're more on the more toasted, more crunchy, like brownie edges.
This is very. I'm what the kids actually. I'm what the researchers call high sensation seeking.
I am in some respects, but then at the same time,
I
you're
am.
not high sensation seeking with a lot of foods.
Well, yeah, I have my list of hard no foods.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I just maybe because my teeth are so sensitive, I don't know.
But here's the thing though. I don't not toast the marshmallow. I let it like get to that nice like golden brown where you know it's cooked through, and then I light it on fire a little bit so you get the char.
No, I just like it to be like golden brown and crunchy on the outside and then soft and gooey on the inside. That's perfect.
Fucking love a good s'more. I have yet to make s'mores this summer. That needs to change.
I love them so much.
But back to houses.
We're just back.
Yeah. We're doing great. We're all over the place tonight. But you know what? That's again, we make the rules. That is the point. I still think we need to make an episode out of us watching an old episode and like doing the cork board thing to track like where like make a web of topics and how we get there. Because man, do we go in some directions.
Yeah, we'd have to pick a good one for that. I don't know what it would be, but there's got to be
one with a guest, because I feel like that having a guest just makes it worse.
You know, for some reason, one of the episodes I always think back on is the one where we were talking about how you take off a shirt. Like that one lives in my head.
Here's the thing, as it should. Another episode that I often think back on is the one that we did with Henry Zabrowski, just because that was so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
And that went in many unexpected directions.
I was like out of my body during the whole thing, so I don't remember it very well, but
well, hey, you have it on video.
Watch it, yeah.
I don't know if I have any particularly like weird things that would like be a selling point for it. Actually, I can think of one kind of weird thing. There's this thing, like this is really common in Finland apparently, but they have like a dish drying rack installed above the sink so that the water just drips down into the sink, and that is a thing that I would love. I've never seen that in an American house.
Interesting.
And I'm so here for that. I want the Finnish dish drying cabinet.
Interesting.
I also want a lot of bathroom counter space, because the last two places I have lived, this one and my previous apartment, have zero bathroom counter space, and it's the biggest pain in the ass when I try to do my makeup and I have to balance like my eyeshadow palettes and shit on the sink edge, and then they fall.
Neither of my bathrooms here has a drawer. Not a single drawer between the two of them. Like,
yeah, no, it's really not ideal. So that's a thing that I want.
Double kitchen sink.
I don't have any particular attachment to that. I mean, I want like a good sized sink so that like, you know, you have room to wash things. Oh, dishwasher. Fucking dishwasher.
Yeah, that's non-negotiable.
At this point, I haven't had a dishwasher. I didn't have a dishwasher in my old apartment. I don't have a dishwasher in this apartment. Not a fan.
Yeah. No, I like the double sink. I had one in my apartment in Maine, and it was so nice to be able to like, this is the one where I put the dirty dishes until I'm ready to wash them. But then I have this one open where I can like fill up the Brita pitcher and, you know, do that sort of stuff. And it was so nice.
Oh, you know a thing that I don't
like? Soap and water.
Here's a house feature that I don't fucking like. Those sink, like where the faucet has like a spring coiled around it. Do you know what I mean?
Spring.
Google, show me this guy's balls, please. spring faucet. It's like
in the shower?
hold on, can I just hold this up to the camera? These shits.
What even is that?
It's like a pull out faucet, but I hate that because you can't just wipe it off.
Oh, my parents have one that pulls out, but it doesn't have the spring. It just looks like a normal faucet, and then you grab it to move it, and the thing comes off, and you're like, ah.
I hate the spring so much. It's like such a tiny detail, but it pisses me off because you can't just easily wipe the faucet off.
But that's easily replaceable.
That is easily replaceable. Oh, here's the thing that pisses me off. My mom watches a lot of House Hunters and shit. And back when I used to live at home, at my parents' house, I would be in the room while this was happening. And
I love those shows.
I hate them. I hate them so much because it's always rich people and they look at a house and they're like, I don't like the paint color. I'm like, girl, that is so easily fucking changeable. Why are you complaining?
I don't pay attention to the people. I just like judging the houses.
Oh, okay. Judging the houses is kind of fun, and some of them are hideous, man.
Yeah, I don't care.
Some of the choices that people make.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the thing I hate. I also just don't like watching House Hunters in general, mostly because it pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say I like House Hunters. I'm more about the where they renovate. Because then they're
you see the ones where it goes horrendously wrong and they hate it.
See, again, that's not the kind, because those are too people focused for me.
It's funny when that happens, though.
I just like to judge when they're like, oh, let's use this kind of flooring. I'm like, bitch, don't pick something so trendy. Nobody's going to want to buy that house in 10 years.
Here's the thing I hate. The fucking, millennial gray laminate fake laminate hardwood. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, but
I hate
the big trend is just all white cabinets in the kitchen.
No.
Because it makes it look bigger, and it's like, oh, good. I hope you never splatter anything. Also, boring as shit.
Boring as shit, indeed. I hate this trend of trying to cram as many hot commodity features into houses instead of just building a place that has actual character.
Yeah,
it bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, and I guess really going back to the question that that you started with, the kind of extra question. I don't know that there's any specific weird thing, but if it has a weird thing, that's more likely to draw me to it.
I love a weird thing.
It's like, oh yeah, there's this great house. It has this one really odd thing about it, but don't worry about that. And I'm like, no, I am worried about that in a good way. About the weird thing.
You know what would sell me on a house so fucking fast? If it had a slide.
Inside the house?
Yeah, if there was just a slide.
That would be bitchin'. If somebody had an old laundry chute and they were like, fuck it, let's make this a slide.
Let's make this into a fucking slide. That would be fantastic.
That's the kind of stuff I would do if I were actually rich.
Oh, if I could build a house?
I couldn't care less about having luxury cars and stuff like that. Or
fuck that. I just want a Prius.
Yeah, but I would love to just do stupid stuff with it like that.
I want an indoor swing.
Sure.
That would rock.
Why not?
I've seen people do that.
I would build the best catio.
Oh, yes. The ultimate screened in porch catio combo type deal.
Yeah. That's always been
an absolute delight.
Because I've never actually owned a home, so I can't, build a catio. But maybe someday. That'd be nice. That
would be banging.
This is gonna sound so messed up, but if somebody were selling a house and it turned out oh, by the way, there's a grave in the backyard.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'd be like, yes.
Gimme. I want a house that's haunted.
Talk to them.
I want a house that's fucking haunted. I am in the same boat as Henry Zabrowski. The ghosts will not appear to me because I want it too badly.
I had a friend in middle school. I would go to her grandmother's house sometimes, and there was like an old grave in her front yard, like headstone and everything. And I always thought that was wild. I was like, you could just do that? You can just like, not anymore, probably. But at some point, just bury a person in your yard and be like, all right, that's where they stay now.
Good enough.
It's like that was always wild to me.
Yeah, I am so very here for that.
It just, you could have a friend built in.
Here's my hot take. As much as like a bitch loves swim time, love going swimming, having a pool is just too much fucking work, man.
Nope, no interest.
Too much fucking work. And like, here's the thing. It's so, like when I lived at home, the fact that we had a pool, like, it's so nice. So fucking nice to just be able to go out and sit on the deck and get, like, when it was hot out and go swimming. But the thought of actually maintaining a pool myself, no.
Nope, no way.
Not at all.
I like it that much. I mean, there's plenty of pools, just around that you can go to.
Yeah, I can figure it out. I'll be fine.
Parks and rec centers and, all kinds of stuff. It's fine.
I'll figure it out. What do we think? Should we call it?
I'm trying to remember what the original question was.
Can you advertise a house as being made with real cheese if you put a tablespoon of Parmesan into the foundation?
I believe we agree on this.
Yes, you can. And frankly, you should.
Yep.
Nicely done. Okay. So the next thing I have is something I stole from a TikTok, which will be linked when this goes up, when this actually is like formally uploaded to the YouTube channel and all that fun stuff, not just like
I thought I was gonna say something, but I thought you'd already turned it off before, so
not my night. Who's the sexiest Muppet?
Oh, I didn't even notice there was a link. I saw the question before, but I didn't notice the link, so I didn't watch
Okay, well, the link is very important because somebody has an answer that I think you will have words on. But first, I want to know what your gut instinct is.
I can't go with my first thought because it's influenced because I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about a Muppet earlier today, and she was the first one that came to mind.
Noted.
Which was Janice.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
She popped in my head and I was like, oh, but I was just listening to something where they were talking about her like today. So
I think I'm going to have to go with a real basic bitch answer. It's Kermit, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
Shut up.
You got to know what I'm going to say.
I think I do. And I want you to explain.
He's blue.
Is it Sam the Eagle?
It is Sam the Eagle.
Okay, because that's what the person in the TikTok says. And I didn't watch the entire thing. I just watched some of their answers. But explain, please. The floor is yours.
How could you not see it? Like, he's big and he's strong and he's like very confident and assured and authoritative.
Okay.
But at the same time, he's like, he has the heart in there, and
right.
Like that confidence and the strength and all that, the rationality. Maybe I'm just like really attracted to rationality. I am.
Maybe that's it.
I am.
Something about Kermit though. He just has the riz, in my humble opinion.
But I think sometimes having the riz can be off-putting in that it can come across as disingenuous.
You think Kermit comes across as disingenuous? I would love to hear your reasoning for this.
I didn't say he did. I said sometimes charisma in general can come off as disingenuous.
I think he has enough awkward to him that it offsets that, though. Like, he has riz, but he's not immune to an awkward moment, and I respect that.
I think that makes him cute, but not sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a distinction.
Another extremely sexy Muppet, Miss Piggy.
See, I find her too, like, abrasive.
Fascinating. I think I like a person who has it going on and knows that they have it going on.
See, I was gonna offer up Animal. He's a musician.
He is a musician. He's a drummer, which like that's there's automatic like bonus points for being a drummer. First of all,
He's my high school boyfriend. I dated for 3 years.
Yeah, automatic bonus points. There's nothing there. You're right.
Yep.
And I hate to fucking use French, but there's a certain je ne sais quoi to Animal.
I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
It just doesn't sound as good when it's in English, yeah.
No, it doesn't, which is so unfortunate because God knows I hate using French.
Sure. I would
once you commit this hard to the bit, it never ends.
I would also offer up Pepe, the king prawn.
No, absolutely not. He creeps me out. I can't do it. Sorry. Like, I know, like, here's the thing. Not that there's no... Sometimes there's a sleaze factor that can be attractive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's too much.
But he's a good
too
guy.
Much. Okay, how about this, though? Gonzo.
Kind of, in the, like...
He's an attainable boyfriend.
Like, safe, secure kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Like, that's an attainable... Gonzo is an attainable dude.
Yeah.
That's, like, it's your everyday sexy.
Yeah, I would say more so than some of these others. Like, Sam the Eagle would be kind of like... I feel like he's hard to reach, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he doesn't show that much emotion.
Yeah, I feel like he seems closed off.
Yeah. Like, Kermit's too popular. You know, Kermit, he could be a ladies' man.
He could be a ladies' man, but I think Kermit would be emotionally available.
I mean, he would, but I don't think he would give you his full attention in the way that Gonzo would.
Okay, point taken. I do think the popularity factor with Kermit does, like... Yeah. It matters, let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think if we're going for a Muppet who is sexy but is also a solid, realistic choice, it would be Gonzo.
Yeah, honestly, I think it would be Gonzo. But, like, overall, like, top pick, I'm still gonna say Kermit.
And I gotta stick with Sam the Eagle.
I'm a simple woman. I see what I like, and that's it.
Although we know truly the sexiest Muppet is Tim Curry.
Yeah, of course. See, okay. I saw a post this one time, and I don't know where I found it, but it was talking about the difference between why the performance of Tim Curry in Muppet Treasure Island and why the performance of Sir Michael Caine in The Muppet Christmas Carol, why they both work. It's because Tim Curry sees himself as a fellow Muppet, and Michael Caine sees the Muppets as fellow actors.
Yeah. Yep. Very different approaches, clearly.
Incredibly different approaches, and yet the polar opposite approaches, but they both still work perfectly. So yeah, in the sense that Tim Curry sees himself as a fellow Muppet, definitely the sexiest Muppet. Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, no. What percentage of podcast episodes do you think, like, that we have referenced the Muppets?
More than we should. Let's put it that way.
I want to say it's like 15%. I don't know.
A solid 15 seems about right.
And here's the thing.
It's a miracle that we get anyone on this show, really, with the things that we talk about.
As we were just discussing that too, I took a moment to like mentally step back and observe us. Just deadly serious talking about Gonzo being sexy but approachable.
Okay, here's the thing. It's funny, but are we wrong? I think not.
Well, no, of course not. Of course not. But it's still, it's very stupid.
It's deeply stupid, but that's okay. That's what we
Yeah.
do here.
That's how I prefer to spend my time. You know, I have this very academic job, and people are like, "Oh, PhD, you must do all this." I'm like, no. My job is where my brain does the things. Outside of my job, I'm as
None of that.
stupid as possible.
And
Yeah,
you know what?
no.
As is your right.
That's why people are like, I don't play chess and like that's thinking. No,
Too
no.
much. There.
Why would
Okay.
I want to do
Hot
something that
take.
involves thinking? I get
Hot
enough of
take.
that in my
There
job.
is such a thing as too much thinking.
Oh, absolutely. You need a break from it.
You 100% need a break. You like allow yourself to be stupid.
Yeah.
It is good for the soul. Not
Yeah,
all the
people-
time, but enough.
Based on my behavior and the things that I purchase and the things that I do, nobody would ever believe that I have a PhD and I teach college. Because sometimes people do find that out about me and they're like, wait, seriously?
Well, because I had the polar opposite experience where I, like, you know, interacted with you professionally first, and then I started finding out all this shit. I'm like, what? That doesn't
Although
line up.
my persona at work has changed in the last, 5 years since you graduated.
And God, would I give anything to see the current work persona?
Because now I would wear this shirt to work.
You should.
Which I never would have done. I mean, I've worn other anime shirts, video game shirts. I figure it's sort of like part of my job in a way.
It's media. It's media.
But that's the thing. I feel like you got to counterbalance it. The more thinking your job requires, the stupider
you have to be outside of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely love when I'm at like a Comic-Con and I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "Oh, what do you do?"
I'm like, "Well, you're not going to believe this."
Young adult minds, anyway, not like young, whatever.
Anyway.
And then they're very confused as they look at my anime t-shirt and
love it.
All the toys that I purchased.
Love it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say sexiest Muppet, Kermit, sexiest attainable Muppet, Gonzo.
Same with the sexiest attainable, but of course, Sam Arrow. I said Sam Arrow because I was thinking about Muppet Treasure Island. Sam the Eagle. His name is Samuel Arrow.
Ooh. All right. Remember to pause this time. Next question. We've got our, where is it? Asshole of the week? Okay. So, begin. I shall read aloud the post. If it will load, please.
I did not actually read it because I wanted to react in real time.
Just take me to it. Okay. And this is also wedding drama.
Which I feel like
we know you love.
Where we really shine. That's one of our,
Okay. So, am I the asshole? My sister had a big wedding and used my dad's credit card. I want to elope and just get the cash. The post reads thusly. I honestly feel blessed my dad even offered to help. He's always been generous, and I know not everyone gets help like this. I really do appreciate it, but growing up, he always said that when my sister and I got married, we would each get $15,000 to use however we wanted. Whether it was for a big wedding, eloping, saving for a house, it was supposed to be our choice. My sister got married a couple years ago and had a big traditional wedding. My dad paid for everything with his credit card, and she tracked all the costs in a spreadsheet. It ended up being about $15,000. Now I'm engaged, and my fiance and I decided we want to elope and keep it super simple so we can save for a house. But now my dad is acting kind of weird about the money. He doesn't really like the elopement idea and keeps saying we should just use his credit card and track expenses like my sister did. The thing is, we're not planning to spend anywhere near the full amount. I was hoping he would just give us the money like he always said so we could use it how we want. I get that maybe it feels different for him if he's not directly paying for stuff, but it kind of feels like we only get the full amount if we do things his way. Am I being a spoiled brat for not wanting to follow the exact same plan that my sister did?
just looked at the judgment.
And we'll get to that.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Like,
I don't think you're like, especially if he said you know, these two daughters each get the same amount for a wedding, whether or not they spend it all. And he said it could. And he also said it could go to whether it was for a big wedding, eloping, saving for a house. It was supposed to be our choice. So, like, no, you're not the asshole.
So if he said that, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna elope, so we would like to use the rest toward like a down payment on a house. And then he's like, you know what? Never mind. I don't like that. He's the asshole.
Yeah, he's the asshole.
Because especially for if this was something you had like believed for years was a done deal kind of thing, right? Like, so
exactly.
Around this where you're like, oh good, we were never going to be able to afford a house on our own, but I know my dad said we could have this 15,000, and so that's going to be really helpful. And then he's like,
actually never mind. And here's the thing, this is a me thing. Nothing in the world pisses me off more than people saying shit they don't mean.
Yeah, you can't just like change your mind. Even if you change your mind, like you don't think it's a good idea anymore, you still gotta honor your commitment. Yeah, like you said. You know, and it's not being a spoiled brat to be like, hey, you said you were gonna do this thing, can you do it now?
No, I don't think so at all. Which is why I am just baffled by this judgment of asshole from the Reddit community.
I didn't look at any of the comments to know.
I'm looking at the comments now. And the top comment says, you're the asshole. Your dad isn't gifting money. He's paying for a wedding. It's not your money. But he literally said, you could use it for a wedding or for this. Make it make sense.
So maybe the problem is that people just didn't actually read the post thoroughly. Now, this one is potentially interesting. So, like, whether he actually has the 15,000, because if the sister was putting it on credit cards, maybe he doesn't actually have the money at the moment, so she can't just give him, or he can't just give her $15,000 cash.
Although I am interested by this comment that says, you're the asshole. You want to go get married without your father even being invited and expect him to hand over $15K. I didn't see anything about like family not being invited.
Yeah. You can elope and still invite people.
It just says keep it super simple. She didn't necessarily say that we're not inviting my father.
You can be like, fam, hop in the van, we're gonna go hit this chapel.
Yeah. So I don't know where that comment is coming from.
Or either like not reading or like misinterpreting, or the same person who pointed out that he might not have the cash did edited to add, you're the asshole since OP just guessed that his father has the money. You're an asshole for guessing somebody has money that they offer you.
Here's another comment that I think is kind of weird. You're the asshole. I hate to say it because if he told you, quote, to use as you want, then you're technically right. But the way you're taking this comes off as gross. You're getting married, and instead of being happy and your dad being happy, all your priorities are in getting cash from your dad. It comes off as entitled. He made you an offer as a kid. He wasn't some business partner with a contract. I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah, and especially because it says growing up, he always said. So this isn't like a one-time thing he said. He always said.
Yeah.
Like, if you've been told this thing your whole life, and he followed through with your sister, so it clearly wasn't just a thing he said.
Yeah.
You can't all of a sudden then be like,
yoink.
Oh, well, he's always said that he was gonna, give us this $15,000, and he followed through with my sister. But maybe he didn't really mean the part about being able to use it to elope. And it's like, well, no, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't be like, what I said was sort of true, but it wasn't fully true.
Yeah, no, that's rude.
That works.
Yeah, I am very confused by the judgment of the broader Reddit community.
Yeah, so there are some people saying elopement means no family because it means to run away. And if you're inviting guests and it's a
Yes.
small wedding, it's like, no, that's not true. Because even if you get married in a chapel in Vegas, you have to have witnesses. There are
Mm-hmm.
always going to be people there.
Yeah.
That's a rule.
Mm-hmm.
Elopement to me means it's not planned. We didn't book a venue, right? Like we didn't get a
Yeah,
caterer.
we're just
We just
going.
up and went, you know, and whoever came along for the ride can be there. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a wedding. They're
Yeah.
not wedding guests. They're people that hopped in the vehicle and came with us.
And like, and I'm saying this as a person who, like, we all know I love attention. I want a fucking wedding. But like, it's, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my hot
Yeah.
take. Did you know there's a whole subreddit called r/wedding drama? I just want you to know that because I think you would have a lot of fun with it. Did you find another comment?
I'm just reading these and being like, ugh. I wouldn't want to hand over 15,000 either. I wouldn't have an issue with it being used for life supporting purposes, but handing over cash? Nope. If you want to use it for a house, no problem. Fill out the spreadsheet for costs, awesome. You want to use it to elope and have some left over for a house, fill out the spreadsheet as costs arise, awesome. But to just hand over 15,000 with no oversight? Absolutely
I don't think
not.
that's what this person is asking. They're
Oversight?
They're clearly saying we want this, we want to keep it small and then use it to put a down payment down on a house.
But like, is this person a child?
Yeah, no, they're a grown adult getting married.
And also, like, gifts shouldn't have strings attached. Like, that's not how that's supposed to work, especially when it's family. You tell your kid you can have this money to do these things that you want with. You can't then be like, but only if I micromanage and know every single detail. And like,
yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
I just don't understand how this many people are this.
How this many people are wrong.
Wrong. I was going to say something so much meaner.
Are this stupid?
That might have been what I was about to say. If you tell people in advance, it's not eloping.
Okay.
That's...
You know what? What is the definition of to elope?
That's exactly what I was doing.
Elope definition.
Elopement definition. Run away secretly in order to get married,
especially without parental consent.
Well, then it's already not an elopement because she told them.
Yeah. So then who cares? Who even cares?
So it can't qualify as an elopement regardless of whether there are guests there.
Semantics aside, what if she just wanted to have a small wedding that didn't use the full 15K amount and then wanted to use the left? Like that's essentially what this is. A very small courthouse, I'm assuming, a very small courthouse wedding, and then use the rest to put a down payment on the house. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, set aside the exact definition of the word elope.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the number of people saying that this person is entitled because, like,
yeah, no,
it's not like you just assumed their parents would pay for a wedding. The situation is
this has been established.
A specific amount of money, and when she says, "Okay, I would like the money that you promised me, and I will use it in a way that you said was acceptable," that's not entitlement.
No, that's not entitlement at all.
I don't understand.
So my judgment here is a resounding not the asshole.
Yeah, I just don't understand how this many people, like, my brain is not processing.
Could not tell you.
I don't.
I just don't know.
I can't
All
read
right,
any more of
well,
these comments
Before
because so
we
many
get
of them are, which
before
is so
we
many
get
of them
too
are
pissed off.
clearly based on them not actually reading the post.
Yep.
Because so many people
You hate to
like,
see it.
so many people were like, he only promised to pay for a wedding. It's like, no, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he's probably mad because he can't be there. She
Didn't
never said
say that. Yeah. So yeah, I think we can call it.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's where the judgment came from. Is people
People just
misreading,
not fucking reading the post.
assuming things. Yeah.
All right. I think that's gonna bring us to the worsening best. What?
We agreed a lot today because
we did agree a lot
the third
today.
one we fully agreed on. The second one we partially agreed on.
Good for us. You know, as I've said before, we can have a little agreement every now and again as a treat.
Today's episode, agreeing with friends.
Agreeing with friends. You love to see it. I think that's going to bring us to the worsening. If we would like to begin the meditation.
Sure.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Listen, cue ball, you're only making it worse.
Thanks, that even makes it worse.
It's worse than you know.
It usually is.
I think that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst goodbye I've ever heard. And you stole it from a movie.
How marvelous.
How are you worse this week, bestie?
You know, the anime.
Not shocked?
Well, it's sort of that I have two hyperfixations that are currently feeding one another.
Ooh, that's rare.
Well, no, it's actually really common for me. I just don't think about it or necessarily talk about it that way, but it's the knitting,
noted,
lace, and the anime.
And you're doing them at the same time?
Yes. So I want to knit so much, and so then I watch the anime while I'm knitting, but then also when there's anime that I really want to watch, it makes me, I better knit since I'm sitting here anyway. So they're just kind of like...
it's a never-ending, self-sustaining cycle.
Yep. So I've been knitting a ton of lace. My hands just hurt all the time.
Love it.
I had caught up to the current season of One Piece.
Wow. I'm very impressed.
I want to wait until the full season is finished before I watch it. Mm-hmm. Also because it's not dubbed yet. It's hard to knit lace and read subtitles.
Understandable.
So I was like, well, I gotta watch something else now. I watched the entirety of Hunter x Hunter.
That was fast.
I did technically start it once before. But still, yeah, that was like 148 episodes, something like that.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. And then I watched Dan to Dan.
I've heard very good things about that. I did not get to watch the first episode. I am so sorry. I will do that as soon as possible because your description immediately sold me.
You and Kyle got to watch it together. You guys.
I will get him to watch it. Don't
it's only
worry
like
about that.
minutes, you know.
Okay, perfect.
The only other anime series that has made me feel that way has been Chainsaw Man.
And Chainsaw Man is what made you into a weeb.
Yeah, just the sheer ridiculousness of it, where you're like, this is happening? This is what you're going with?
All right.
Not in the same way that JoJo is, where that's just like you can't even tell if they're doing it on purpose. You know, like, are they trying to be this ridiculous? This is clearly meant to be absolutely over the top, and I loved every second of it. So,
I love over the top. I'm a very over the top person.
Yep, and, it has that kind of over the top of like Ouran High School Host Club.
Oh, I love Ouran so much.
I was just watching it before this while I was eating my dinner. Because I was rewatching a little bit of that too. But there's only 12 episodes in the first season, so I watched all of those, and the new season is currently airing. So there's 2 episodes out of season 2 so far, and I watched.
Good time to get to it.
Yeah, but now it's killing me because it's like episode 2 ended on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, well, shit. Episode 3 is out tomorrow.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So yeah, I just keep going, and but now I need something else. I haven't watched
Struggle.
season 2 of Solo Leveling yet, so I'll probably watch that. Or season 4 of Dr. Stone.
There you go.
Or worse yet, I might start watching Naruto.
Girl. I knew we were going to get here eventually.
I'm considering it. I have a list, of course, of different ones that.
Well, we'll have to check back in next week and see what happens. Or what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the major thing.
Anything besides those, or not really?
I just want to bring up an interaction. Oh yeah, we haven't done the pod since I was at Nickel City Comic Con a few weeks ago, which it feels like a lifetime ago now, and I don't remember a lot of what happened. Of course, I bought way too much stuff and saw
As one does at a con.
and all that. Yeah, but so my little Lego minifigure obsession continues.
I love it.
I forget how many I bought this time, but between in the last month and a half of Comic Cons, I've got like 50 of them.
Wow. Okay, I'm impressed.
But the thing was, now that I've watched over 1,000 episodes of One Piece, I was like, well, I gotta collect One Piece ones.
Mhm.
And the thing is, One Piece having been on for 20-something years, there's a lot of characters that they've made into minifigures, so I bought a bunch.
That makes sense.
One of the minifigure vendors that I was talking to, this is just one of those random things that lives in my mind for no reason. We were talking, and he was like, pointing things out or whatever. He knocked over a little minifigure of Zora from One Piece, and I made a joke about him getting lost because that's a big part of the character. He has no sense of direction. I didn't really react, and I was like, "Oh, are you familiar with One Piece?" Because he kept mentioning all these characters, and he said, "I've never watched it, but I know enough to be conversational."
Fascinating.
And I've been thinking about
That's like it's like you're saying
weeks.
it's like you're talking about a language.
It's a language. So he's referencing all of these different character names. And so the point where I assumed he knew it, that he had watched / read, whatever. And the notion of being conversational in a TV show in general is fascinating to me.
Yeah, honestly, that is fascinating. I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
A lot. What constitutes conversational in an anime?
I guess knowing characters and broad plot strokes.
I suppose. But he clearly doesn't know anything about the characters, because that's the longest running gag in the show, really, is that Zoro has no sense of direction. So I don't know. It's just living in my head.
As it should.
But yeah, I'm worse just overall from going to yet another Comic-Con and seeing more celebrities and buying more things.
I love it.
That I have no room for.
It happens.
And I bought more yarn.
Not shocked.
Yeah. More lace yarn.
Once again, girl, the tour.
Yeah.
So I saw Ghost for the second time, and holy shit, did I have a fucking blast. We were right on the barrier. We had the absolute best time ever. I have so much stuff from this ritual. I got bracelets from so many guesties. I got stickers. I got, here's my lanyard, my VIP lanyard. And somebody gave me a photo card. Somebody gave me a rosary keychain. Somebody gave me an actual, ghost rosary. They traded me for a bracelet. This thing is gorgeous. I got buttons. Got these bad boys. So that was freaking awesome. And I purchased another fucked up little guy.
I love a fucked up little guy. Oh god, he's terrifying.
He's so fucking ugly. I love him so much. He's my
He's
Frosted Imperator
hideous.
plushie. He's
It's
terrible.
the mouth. There's something about the mouth that's
It
really
is the
upsetting to
mouth.
me.
I love it so much, but I made him a little necklace that says Frater Implushator on it.
Sure.
So that's definitely a massive way that I'm worse. And I'm also worse because I'm going to see Ghost again next week at Madison Square Garden. It is going to be awesome.
Way too big.
That is the main way that I am worse, is just the ghost thing fucking continues, and I don't think it's ever going to stop at this point because it's been almost like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there's any other significant ways that I'm worse. I'm definitely going to start Don Da Don. So, yeah, worsening incoming.
The season 1 intro, by the way, was a never skip intro.
Oh, I love a good never skip intro.
Yeah, season 2, I listened to it the first time. I enjoyed it, just not as much.
Sometimes it'd be
but
like
the song
that.
just keeps repeating in my head. Dun, 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 dun.
And that can't be the only way I'm worse. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, also, I just been getting real into doing my makeup, like on a much more regular basis, because I got some fancy new like glitter eyeshadow palettes that I'm really obsessed with, and I fucking love them. I like every day that I'm not working now, I'm like, ooh, get to match it to my shirt, do a fun little color. So that's been fun for me.
Nice. I did go a little crazy at a craft festival over the weekend.
Fun.
I bought 2 mugs.
Nice.
And just a lot of jewelry.
I like it.
From this one person, I got a little, like a hand-blown glass strawberry necklace.
Aw, that's so cute.
It's so freaking cute. And one that's just like a chunk of bismuth, which you
Nice.
never see. So very pretty. A bunch of stuff like that. Not mother of pearl, abalone earrings.
Ooh, you know what I'm doing? I'm getting back into Metro. Been playing that game.
Yeah, I realized up until yesterday I hadn't played video games in like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I saw you playing Skyrim.
I didn't see you send the meme until like a couple hours later.
The official meme of I know you're playing video games.
I saw it. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was like 2 hours ago. But, yeah, because I was back to knitting by that point. I took a break from knitting to play video games and then went back to knitting.
Hey, you know what? It's your time to use as you see fit.
Yep. And I use it so wisely.
You really do. Hey, I love it. All right. Do we have any announcements? Do we have anything going on that we need to inform the people of?
No, we're streaming tomorrow.
Streaming tomorrow. We're going to be playing more Untitled Goose Game, so continuing our playthrough of that. I think I told Arthur that I could do regrettable reviews on the 22nd, and that was a fucking lie, because that's Ghost Night, baby.
Oh.
So, probably the week after. But regrettable reviews will be coming back on a much more regular schedule now that Arthur is done with his big boy firefighter training. So, that's a fun thing to look forward to.
Graduation.
Yay! What night are we not streaming? You informed me of that.
There's 2 of them. Next week is one.
Okay, so next week there will be no stream. There will not be an episode. There will not be a stream. So we're gonna be off.
Yeah,
yes, there will be an episode. I'm stupid. I'm thinking about regrettable reviews. There will not be regrettable reviews. There will be fighting with friends. There will not be a fighting with friends stream.
No, because I will be seeing Hot Water Music in Buffalo.
Love that for you. And then what was the other one that's a little further out?
August, I want to say it's the 7th?
So
Whatever
August 7th. No stream then either.
Yeah. I will be in the middle of nowhere, West Virginia for Ragnar Trail Appalachians.
I love that for you. I think that's kind of all that we've got going on. We still have our Monster Mead deal going on. If you go to thebowlandbee.com and use that code for $5 off of your online mead order. We love the Bowl and Bee. And
Luna has a lot to say.
we love to hear from Luna.
She has a lot to say about the fact that she has not gotten her treats yet.
Oh no, tragic. I think that's going to be everything for now, though.
Yeah.
All right. As always, thank you for fighting with us, friends. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will be back next week, just not for the stream. We'll see you then. Adios, everyone. This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly and Dr. Sarah Brooks. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Catch us live on Twitch every Wednesday and Thursday. For ad-free live broadcasts of the show, you can subscribe to our Twitch channels or consider donating to our Patreon for ad-free access to our entire library of past episodes and streams, as well as fun bonus content. Fighting with Friends is a member of the Eclectic Cult Media Network. Check out the links in the description for more episodes from us and from all of the shows on the network. Thanks for listening!